Take it back. Ever since I was just a young and I made it fact. Ever since I stepped on.
Hey, it's your girl Shayana, and I'm back with another video. So, guess what state we're in, guys? Oh, sorry. Guess what state we're in? Y'all already know. We are in New Jersey, and we have someone else here today, and he's a creative. He's definitely welcome in a creative atmosphere, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself because I'm pretty sure he can do it better than I. So let's get into it.
What's up? It's Infamous Ali. Clothing, music, a little bit of everything, you know? We like to dip and dab in different lanes and just express creatively how we go about our expression.
Yeah, so what does creativity mean to you?
Creativity means it's an outlet. It's the way of transforming emotion in a way that it becomes an art form in a sense. So it resonates with others and it can display different imagery and emotions towards one another to relate to a topic, or depending on the connotation of what it is, the depth of it.
So how do you correlate that to your, your creative platform?
It's really just momentary. Like, I kind of look at it as just certain checkpoints and just reflections of periods of my life of where I was. Because anytime I do anything creative, majority of the time it comes from it being a sporadic feeling, or just an experience happens and that usually motivates or uses that as a flyer for certain projects or certain visions. So yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So, do you do YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah. Currently, we're working on a new series. It's called A Day in Jersey. So we got 3 episodes right now. Working on the 4th one as we speak. So those are gonna be dropping in the next 3 weeks. Got editing.
Nice. What's your YouTube channel?
As of right now, we got the 432HC Entertainment, and then we also have the Lost Visuals page.
And what should we be expecting from you guys?
Expect a lot. We got visuals coming. Definitely got some merch on the way, shows, and a lot of connecting. So just primarily a little bit of everything.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. What inspires you the most with art?
So, as far as influence, it really comes from my structure. So, definitely my team. And as far as when I was growing up and really understanding the different styles and the different artists out there, it took me to a place of when it came to rap specifically. My intro was it was Eminem, because I was so young at the time. I didn't really know what anything was or artist, so I used to just type in music at age I used to just listen to. So that was one of my intros, and then from there it was always dancing, because that kind of just opened up a different lane of music to my ear. So instead of me just
how do you feel about dancing? I love dancing.
It's definitely it makes me feel free when I dance, because when you're actually in your zone and the music's just louder than anything,
Yeah, I'm gonna dance to some Rihanna. I'm gonna dance to Rihanna, some Beyonce. Just wanna dance.
Yeah, that's your vibe.
We have to, because I feel like you have to do the things that make you happy. And if y'all watched the last episode, we got into depths about happiness and stuff like that. So, but I don't know, when I go out, I like to be present.
The gift of presence comes along with, I would say, experience, because with you being present, it gives a certain environment or a certain overall lesson that comes with the exchange of what is around you. So based off of how present you are in that moment is how much you can actually take away from certain situations. So if you're in certain situations and mentally you're not there, the awareness becomes a little bit blocked,
Yeah, you're really smart. If you don't mind me asking you, what is your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
But yeah, I'm a Gemini. I spent a lot of time with myself. So from that, within certain experiences and with definitely a lot of support, just when you learn from others, and then you have to implement that when it comes to really the knowledge that they give to you.
That's true.
And that's how you incorporate growth.
Okay, a Mindful Future family, I have a public service announcement, and this is coming from my heart. Stop going up to people, asking people what is their birth time. That should be completely illegal. Like, that is something that is so close to someone's heart, and for you to ask a stranger that, it should not be shared. So, if you are watching this and somebody comes up to you and asks you what is your birth time, kindly tell them, hey, that is a boundary of mine. I do not give out that much of my personal information. That's almost like giving your SSN number, you know? Just because it doesn't affect you financially doesn't mean it's not important to you. We share everything online. Some things have to be kept to ourselves. But yeah, let's get back into the interview. So, with a YouTube channel and everything, who do you work with? Like, what are we getting into?
It's my whole team. So
Your team?
Yeah, we got a team.
Do you like working individually or with teams?
Nah, we all work individually, but we all come together to work as a system. So everyone has their own like creative drive and vision, and when we come together, we definitely collaborate and exchange certain viewpoints on how certain things can be executed. So, and as far as my team specifically, got Renegade, Not Karma, got Seven Hearted, which is the Lost Visuals page, so that's the camera page, and Justin. I got a couple other artists too that we all work with, but that's on the creative side. As far as like visuals though, yeah, that's how we work.
Okay. So we're gonna take a trip to somewhere I love to go because, baby, the voice. We are the voice. We stand for it. What's your voice?
Well, my voice is really coming to terms with the reality of how we should treat everyone as far as people. Just treat people like people, and that goes through every philosophy in life, specifically when it comes down to relationships, and that relationship can correlate to responsibility, can correlate to any type of loved one. It comes down to a matter of nurture, and the energy that you put out always comes back. So as far as knowing what's around you, knowing that everything that is implemented is going for something, that is going to come back, because if you're aware of that and you know that it's a structure, because with structure then you can build.
Yeah.
So it solidifies the way that overall everything is going to stand in the long run. So it's a matter of really just know yourself, like you know yourself, and really implement how people want to get treated with one another.
Treat people like people. Treat people like people. Let's go. Say it with me. Treat people like people. Treat people like people. Treat people like, yeah. We gotta treat people like people, you know? Like, even the people that sometimes disrespect themselves, because, you know, I feel like you get the energy you give to yourself. So if you handle yourself with care, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, you get that type of energy back, you know? But sometimes you just gotta take care of people.
Of course.
You gotta take care of people, y'all. But yes, like, there's so much happening in like the future. And I don't want to say hate, because hate is such a like strong word. I love how there is so much happening in the future. And we don't ever know. So, in the future, where do you see yourself, like, expanding your artiste, expanding your crafts?
In the future, how I see me expanding my crafts is definitely financially having a budget to create a lot of more extravagant visions when it comes down to what we display. definitely see it on like a global standpoint as far as the impact and as far as number wise how it's gonna, you know, actually make its effect. And just being able to really look back a couple years from now and say that everything that we've talked about or that me and my team have always envisioned or we've spoken about has come to fruition. So really staying focused on that vision and growing and going through the journey ultimately set the stepping stones for that moment. So now that we have that moment, take it.
Yes, I'm rocking with it, y'all. So we're gonna do something here where I play a snippet of his song, and I need y'all to let me know if y'all rocking with it. Like, are we taking this one to the future, or we gonna leave this one in the past? Cause baby, we don't like to lie. Like, even if it's like, you know, just we be real over here, you know. No sugarcoating and no rapping it in bubble rap. No bubble rap. Bubbles.
What is the cause? I've been losing my mind. I know it's hard to figure out, but we've been trying to go far. And if it's that it may, I push myself beyond the limits just to stay. Warming up now, I just got to be moving up, and I got a new melody.
We gotta make sure Ali is good. We gotta make sure he's okay. Because if his mental health is not okay, then nothing is not gonna be okay. So on that note, how is your mental health today?
My mental health is good, very good, definitely. Very positive, not really caught up in any type of cycles or thoughts. So you know, just moving.
Bit free. But yeah, till next episode.
I got so many quotients, cause my number's stacking up, I got it and I'm boasting. Bitch,